YouTube, my name is Mesa Sean, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 news video. Alright folks, we've got another pretty big leak, but this time it's not about the fall DLC. This one is about the summer DLC, or the summer season, and supposedly the placeholder or current title is Season of the Deep. Now again, with all of these leak videos, I always preface the beginning, take them with a grain of salt. However, last week, when I made a few videos on a huge leak, which we're going to recap we're going to recap those leaks in this video also, because one, we got a lot of new subscribers. Ever since my channel got hacked, I lost a few thousand subs, and then I gained them all back last week. So, first off, really appreciate you guys coming back, and welcome new people. And we need to recap, because this new leak does play into what we discussed last week. And last week's leak, I'm going to say about 85 to 90% of you guys in the comment section, even though, once again, I said take it with a grain of salt, pretty much agreed that it does seem plausible. So I want to tee up everything for you guys. Not key up. I want to tee it all up for you guys, and we're going to go through it in this video. I really want to thank you guys for your support lately. You know, look, if you're a subscriber of my channel, you love this game. And like clockwork, this time of year, every single year, we enter the phase of tons of hate bait videos, tons of social media, and Reddit posts and everything that the game is dead, it's dying, Bungie's going under, or they're moving on to Matter, their new IP, and they're going to drop Destiny 2. Relax, folks. It happens every time this year. The spring is usually dry, and then the summer becomes very fun, and then the fall we get a really awesome DLC. It happened with Forsaken, it also happened with Shadowkeep, and do I dare say, it happened with Destiny 1 too. We had the Taken King, and we had also Rise of Iron. Anyway, let's get into the video, guys. If you enjoy it, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and if you really want to help the channel out and join an awesome Destiny 2 Mesa Army community over on Discord, click the link in the description or click join on screen. All right, let's get into it. So let's tee it all up now. So we had a kind of cool cutscene / dialogue between Zavala and Rasputin, where we clearly could see the pyramids are entering our solar system. Now, Rasputin and Zavala specifically talked about the arcology while referring to Titan. Now, I did mention in my video last week that I conferred with Bife, the lore master, and it does seem like if they're going to nuke a planet, it more than likely is going to be Titan. And I still think that for them to grow the game, they're going to have to start removing destinations. At first, I thought, well, the pyramids could possibly hit Nessus, and Bife even said that too, but the more that I look at it from a destination perspective, it would kind of make sense that Titan would go. Now, before you even say, what about the Outbreak quest, what about the Rat King quest, guys, they could just do what they did with Thunderlord and Arbalest. They were initially quests, and then they move them elsewhere, or they become world drops. Like, don't worry about that. Then, on the solar system maps in every single bunker, we see more pyramids each week. Well, at least from week 1 to week 2, and more than likely each week we're going to see more until they eventually reach their destination. So make sure you watch my weekly reset videos every Tuesday, but this Tuesday, no weekly reset video, because I'll be streaming Guardian Games right here live on YouTube. I don't stream on Twitch, I stream on YouTube. Paul Tassi from Forbes magazine put this image together, which kind of outlines, well, when the pyramids are going to hit. And it looks like they're going to hit Titan first. That's another reason why I think it's going to be Titan, not Nessus, that they will arrive at first. So we see week 1, 2, 3, and all the way up to week 12. Now, the weird thing is, Season of the Worthy will end on June 16th, and week 12 looks like it's going to be June 23rd, but when you go to Bungie's website for Season of the Worthy, well, technically it says that it ends on the 9th, and both the 9th and the 16th, they are on a Tuesday. So, what is it, the 9th or the Tuesday when the season ends? I don't know. Timesplitter01, one of the channel member admins, he tweeted some of the Bungie community managers. We haven't had a response yet. So right now, we don't know when the season's going to end or when these pyramids are going to get here. But clearly, they're going to be here soon. Now, it's been leaked for a long time that the new enemy race is called the Veil. And we can see some old concept art here dating way back, where we see some sort of city, we see the pyramid ships, and we see this statue right here, which is in the game right now. It's at the end of the raid, and then also at the end of the main Shadowkeep story mission, where we see something that's covered up in some sort of veil. I did show you the other day these two concept art images, but you had to watch the GDC from 2013 and not blink your eye and slow it down frame by frame to catch those two images. But I don't know what those are. They clearly look like something we've never seen before, and maybe we never will, or they could be what the enemy race looks like. But it'll tie into what leaked the other day when I described supposedly what these things look like. Sweatsicle, the Twitch streamer, he's awesome. Check him out. I will link him in the description. He is the one that tweeted this out, and it came from 4chan. Hold on. A lot of the Anon to 9 leaks were also posted from 4chan, and again, take it with a grain of salt. But let's burn through this, and then we'll get into the summer DLC leak that just hit. Supposedly, the Destiny 2 Fall expansion is called Collapse, and they say the reason why Bungie has a skeleton crew working on D2 right now is due to them working on both their Matter IP and the big upcoming D2 Fall expansion, Destiny 2 Collapse. Now, that does seem kind of plausible. I'm going to chime in on each one of these bullet points real quick. Seems plausible because of how it's been really dry. They've been kind of slow to get to things in terms of fixing things, but keep in mind they're all working from home right now because of the pandemic going on. They continue with, the expansion has been in the works for some time now, around 2 years, and was originally planned as part of Destiny 3 before being retooled midway through development. That kind of seems plausible for the fact that when we saw the original Vidoc for Shadowkeep, it looks like we're going to have year 4, 5, 6, 7, and it would not surprise me if we don't see a Destiny 3 for a very, very long time because of the Activision pullout. Let's face it, they need money, guys, and I would think to make a full-fledged third game, they need a publisher. Destiny 2 Collapse is the big one, and story-wise, we'll focus on the first arrival of the pyramids. It's very big, and it's like a Forsaken-esque type of expansion that's nearly a game onto itself. Kind of seems plausible because I don't think we're going to be fighting any bad guys this summer. More than likely the pyramids will be coming this summer, and that will lead into the new leak, but we'll actually fight these new bad guys, the Veil or whatever they're called, this fall. Darkness will finally be the main villain, front and center of the expansion. Very interesting character from what I've seen, and takes the form of a very ghostly, veiled woman. Same look as the statue in the pyramid. It has a nickname of sort throughout the Collapse called the Winnower. Now, am I pronouncing that wrong? You guys were flaming me in the comment section. It's Winnower. Is that Winnower or Winnower? I'm calling it Winnower. The expansion will focus around 2 destinations, Europa and the Finality, a massive city inside the Winnower's core pyramid. Oh God, I hope we get Europa. We've all been dying to see Europa for a very long time now. Originally depicted in D2 vanilla concept art, but we will finally be going there to put an end to the Winnower. Now, there's going to be a huge focus on darkness abilities, new darkness subclass for each class respectively. Now, if Europa is true, it wouldn't surprise me if we get some sort of like ice or stasis type of subclass for each character. Let me know in the comment section what kind of darkness or what kind of new subclass would you like? And I think it's about time. We definitely need a new subclass. Callus, Marasav, and Eris Morn are all significant presences throughout the Collapse storyline. Another big takeaway are the Veil, essentially a long-rumored race that's been in development for a long time. Got leaked by Shadow of Anon the 9 a while back, mostly from concept work. And I don't have any images. The only ones I have are the ones that I showed you from GDC 2013, but who knows if that's really them or not. The Veil are the first truly alien enemy race to the series, not counting the Scorn and Taken. You know, the Scorn and Taken are kind of reskins. It says they have a very H.R. Geiger ghostly aesthetic to them. Pick related is an extremely old D1 concept art pick that is heavily inspired to their aesthetic. And I just pulled this off Google when I searched for Destiny 2 Veil. This is, well, it appears to be some old concept art. The Veil have the most units out of any race thus far, and stand out being a large, earthy, golem-looking creature. And, well, that kind of looks like that old concept art. They say it'll be revealed 2 months from now in June, and the storyline is intended to segue right into Destiny 3. I still think Destiny 3 is going to be shelved, but who knows? And they could be right that year 4 might segue into Destiny 3, but yeah, that earthly golem definitely looks like the old concept art. Lastly, like Forsaken, Collapse will have a flagship raid revolving around a descent into the Winnower's domain. Deep inside the Finality, seems as if we'll be destroying the darkness in a quote-unquote physical form in this raid. Also, that new strikes will be coming. Let's take a look at these summer leaks now. And again, take it with a grain of salt, folks. It's coming from the same place that the previous leak came from, which is good old 4chan, where Anana9 used to leak all of his stuff. So this one is called Season of the Deep, or that's what this leaker is calling it. It seems slightly plausible, and I will link it in the description on two fronts. One, it kind of ties into the previous leak, and two, a lot of the assets that are used in this leak, well, they're in the game right now. Meaning this pyramid ship that we're going into right now during the Shadowkeep story mission that you're seeing on screen right now. All right, so let's get into the leak now. So they started off with the collapse leak isn't entirely accurate, but internally the info originated from Anon, who had been working on leaking early concepts planned for Destiny 3. So I still think, based on that leak and what we're reading now, that the Destiny 3 stuff is getting moved into Destiny 2. They continue with, morale is low at Bungie at the moment, but here's a little boost for you guys. And I don't know, my senses are going off here because I feel like I've heard that line before in previous leaks, that morale is low at Bungie. I don't know if they make that up or did they hear that from someone at Bungie. I don't know. Either way, my BS senses are going off just a little bit here. Let's move on to the bullet points here. So, Rasputin smolders the Almighty to ashes at the end of Worthy. The Almighty will be seen in the city and European Dead Zone skybox towards the end of the season's conclusion. Now, we know this is true because of a few things. One, it's in the Datamine audio files where Zavala and other folks like Anna talk about that the Almighty does get destroyed, and this image came from Reddit here, and I don't know how they got it, but I guess it was Datamine somehow, but we clearly see the Almighty getting closer and closer to, it looks like, the city. Season 11 is the biggest yet and revolves around the coming arrival of the pyramids teased in Season 10. That does seem plausible because at the end of the Vidoc, they said that all of the seasons leading up to the final season is going to blow our minds. And with the timeline that Paul Tassi put together, yeah, it does look like the pyramids should be here by the end of this season. Whether we're going to actually have to deal with them, probably not. They'll just be here. Titled Season of the Deep, pick related is internal early key art that was created for it. I'm going to show you the picture right now after I get that kill. I think this is photoshopped. I don't think that's real, actually. Something just seems off with the fonts. I don't know. You let me know in the comment section. Moving along here. New 6-man activity will be coming. Quote-unquote darkness-influenced enemies will begin appearing across the solar system, a sort of invasion a la the Taken from Destiny 1. Essentially, the darkness is closing in on the city and its influence will be taking hold. Scorn, Taken, and Hive, the season's primary threat. The storyline is they are all essentially beginning to be corrupted by the darkness's presence. Kind of makes sense because if we're not going to fight the new bad guys until the fall, well, they might as well corrupt the enemies that we have now. Anyway, moving along here. The next 6-man activity involves the Moon Pyramid. That makes sense because, well, we have the pyramid assets in the game and we never use it. It was only used in that story mission. They say the season involves Guardians returning there for 8 visits within the darkness/deep, akin to the Queen meetings from Forsaken. The new activity will be set there. The activity is internally called Expedition, and they say very Indiana Jones inspired, and the objective is essentially boarding the pyramid to claim artifacts against the darkness, while fighting back against nightmares and darkness-corrupted enemies. Kind of makes sense because, well, we really haven't done anything with the nightmares since September, so you might as well utilize them, right? Lastly, 3 new adventures coming to the moon. Bungie wanted to bring the nightmares back into the spotlight with these. This kind of seems plausible too. All of this kind of seems plausible because, you know, we do have a pyramid on the moon, and perhaps the pyramids are coming back to our solar system to find out what happened to their missing pyramid. I don't know. I know I'm reaching here. I want to believe all of this so bad because I am still in love with this game and still hyped for it, even though everyone else is on the hate bait bandwagon. I certainly am not, and I hope you guys are not either. Anyway, that's it for the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section as always, and you know what to do, guys. Leave me a good old hashtag made it to the end if you did make it to the end, and do me a favor. Drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream. Usually know it's on YouTube, and that's it. I am out of here like Vladimir. I had a really good match that game, actually. Oh well. Sometimes I have my moments and trials, and sometimes I don't. All right, guys. I'll see you later.